Everyone, and welcome back to yet another video where we talk stocks. And today I'm continuing my most popular series called Why I'm Buying, where I explain why I own the stocks I own. Now today I'm going over my third largest holding, which is in Microsoft. Now the US tech giant has become the world's most valuable publicly traded company, reaching a market cap, so the worth of the company, of $1.43 trillion back in early 2020. It has gone down a little bit now, but that was its peak. Now, as we all know, the company was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen back in 1975. That's 45 years ago. What? What happened? Now, they started off selling personal computers, then they moved on to Windows, enterprise software, software as a service, hardware, gaming, cloud computing, and social media, and it has just been snowballing ever since. Microsoft has become what must be the most well-diversified and well-rounded tech giant, and it has a surprising amount of revenue sources. A couple of numbers for you. 25% comes from server products, so cloud computing, 25% from Office products, 16% from Windows, 9% from gaming, 6% from search, 5% from enterprise services, 5% from devices, and the remaining 2.5% are miscellaneous stuff. So they are in all the major tech categories, which is great to see. You don't want one of those cornerstones businesses that just makes their money off one or two products. Now, the company is currently headed by Satya Nadella, who is only the third CEO in its 45-year history, which is quite impressive. Most companies swap out their CEOs all the time, but Microsoft has been able to give their CEOs time to sort of plant their vision for the company. And this CEO has ushered in a renaissance for the company. It is the hottest tech stock right now, and they're seeing a surge in demand and subscription numbers for its cloud computing business, as well as software as a service. So he's really pushing hard in those two key areas. Now, this is much thanks to their flagship products such as Microsoft Azure, Office 365, and the Windows operating system. And their wide range of services and products means that almost every single person in the developed world are using Microsoft products. Whether you're working from home via Teams, playing games on your Xbox, have any computer with Windows on it, Internet Edge, whether you're on LinkedIn, Skype, or whether you're using their cloud services, chances are they're gathering data and revenue from you, your parents, and the company you work for, or even the company you run. Now, its share price has an unbeatable record, and it's been going up for decades. And the last decade, so from 2009 to early 2020, right before this crash, the stock price surged from $16 to $183. So if you invested $1,000 about 10 years ago, they would be worth almost $11,000 now. And the revenue has not kept up, but still surged from $58 billion to $138. And this is from the world's largest company. So although it's only like 170, 180% increase, that is big for such a large company. And the company's balance sheet is something else. It is one of the only AAA rated balance sheets, together with Johnson & Johnson and maybe Apple. But this, I think, is the world's greatest balance sheet. Let me throw some numbers at you. These numbers are absolutely ridiculous. No company should have this amount of money. So they have $286 billion in assets, $40 billion in free cash flow every single year, $90 billion in gross profits, and $44 billion in net income. What on earth is this? The company also has plus 30% margins, and it's a cash cow. You know, it's a growth machine and a cash cow at the same time, and no company can beat this balance sheet. And you know, this is just the start when we're talking about Microsoft. And I think that 2020, Microsoft is the stock to hold forget about this crash. I think for the next 5 to 10 years, Microsoft is set to dominate in this age of data, where data is the new oil and no company is gathering more data than Microsoft. So they're firing on all cylinders. They have a great CEO. They're seeing a surge in cloud and software as a service demand. It has the world's highest rated balance sheet. They have more corporate bonds and partnerships than any other company. They are gathering more data on more people and a more diverse pool of customers than any other company. They're gathering data from companies via Azure. They get data from small businesses through Office 365. They gain data from gamers through Xbox, through the job market with LinkedIn, and everyone through Teams, Skype, Windows, Internet Edge, Bing, you name it. Now, I think this sets Microsoft up to dominate not just the stock market, but this age of data that we're all in. Data is really the new oil, and Microsoft can combine all of the different divisions to create very important products within quantum computing, cloud gaming, virtual reality, blockchain systems, and smart cloud computing running on AI and algorithms. I mean, these are phenomenal combinations with high margins, a lot of revenue potential, and they can be done with a fairly small amount of work put into them. So really some lucrative markets that Microsoft can not only open but dominate in the future. And the share price has also shown a very, very stable history. It pays a respectable dividend. It is fairly valued. So you get stability, growth, and dividend in one stock, and it's also a diversified tech play. So wherever you think the action is going on in the tech play, Microsoft is right there, guys. Sum up my thoughts on Microsoft. I don't think there's any way to go but up. With revenues soaring, the greatest balance sheets in the world, one of the most stable stock and dividend payout histories in the world, and the dividend is going nowhere but up. A CEO who I think is the wisest in the world. He's also new and hungry, and so far he's really gotten the company firing on all cylinders. They are well diversified. They are lightweight. You get growth and value in the same stock. And the way things are going with cloud computing and software as a service, this is an explosive combination. And if Microsoft was a small company, I would say this is a multi-bagger for sure. But due to its size, the stock is not going to go up 500% over the next 3 years, okay? It's not going to do what Amazon and Netflix did back in the day. But as a core holding, I think this is the stock to hold. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Please give me your thoughts on Microsoft or Google or Facebook or Amazon or any of the other major tech players. Maybe I'll do videos on them in the future, even though I'm not a shareholder. And as always, until my next video.